How's it going, guys? It's Kitchen here. I would like to take some time to expand a bit on some of the things that I said in this video because I missed a lot of shit in this video. Not only that, I was ranting like a fucking moron. So, yeah, I can't fight idiocy with idiocy. So instead, I'm going to fight logic and facts like I said I would with idiocy. So, without further ado, let's go. Like I said, I'm going to just take the time to expand on all the points that I made in this video and also talk about some other things that I didn't mention in the video. So, without further ado, here's all the reasons why the K45 is better than the Raven. Trigger warning. I am about to shit on all you Raven users. Again. Fuck you, let's go. Why? The K45 is infinitely better than the Desert Eagle. Here we go. Number one, let's just settle this. Cost. This was something that I got a lot of comments about in my video. So let's just settle the score. Yes, I know that the difference in cost is only slight, which I do understand. I actually wasn't thinking when I made that claim. But that doesn't mean that the cost necessarily makes sense. The Desert Eagle is a very massive downgrade as far as statistics go, which I will get to later in the video, from literally every gun that you could buy for cheaper. You could buy two different guns that are better for stealth and more ideal for stealth. Anybody with a fucking brain could argue that. You could get the UP9 and K45 for way cheaper, and you can get the 480 MCS and S97, which are better loud guns, for way cheaper. And if you save up just a little bit more, you could get a CHA. That's number one. Number two, I heard a couple people saying that this gun is a pocket CHA. Explain to me why the fuck a pocket CHA without the armor penetration that the CHA is known for exactly matters. A pocket CHA doesn't matter in stealth because why the fuck do you need firepower for stealth? And a pocket CHA in loud, why the fuck do you need a pocket CHA in loud? Just use the CHA in loud. It makes no sense to use a pocket CHA, let alone two quote-unquote pocket CHAs in loud. On the topic of damage, Arbxx Gaming, the guy who did a reaction video to my initial video. Let me go to his video real quick. Alright, so we're here at this cock smokers video. Where the fuck is it? Alright, so in this complete dick smokers video, why would I use this for real damage if I could use, again, better guns? It makes no sense to use Akimbo Deagles for some damage, when if what I want is high damage, I could use two different better guns. That's not to say that this point is invalid. You could get some pretty decent damage out of two fucking gold split Deagles. Jesus fuck. Is it really worth paying over 26k just for some gold Deagles if I could get way higher damaging guns for cheaper? It doesn't make sense to do that at all. And also, you want to see real damage? Why don't you just get some vital targets on either of the two dual-wield pistols? That's real damage for you, you fucking dickhead. No hate to this guy, by the way. He actually fucking had some fact backed up on, like, the fucking people who were just like, oh, you suck at the game. Shut the fuck up. Suck my 2-inch cock. This was something that was actually debunked also in the video. The recoil is shorter on the K45, but the spread is higher, which I also did test myself. I did do testing for myself, not only in this video, and in multiple other videos with me using the Raven, but also before this video. I figured out that the K45 does have a higher spread than the Desert Eagle, but in the K45's defense, it also does have a higher rate of fire, which honestly is more ideal for taking out crowds. And that can actually do some real damage over two overly expensive bulky pistols, which are quote-unquote pocket CHAs. I also bring up a few seconds later that I could continuously fire this against a crowd, and I would have no problems compared to using the Desert Eagle. Want me to prove it? So yeah, need I say more? You guys saw the clips. I was able to wipe out the guard. I was able to wipe out that entire team much easier with this gun than it was the Raven. And that isn't just because of this gun's higher spread, which actually does work in your favor more than the tighter spread of the Raven, but also its higher rate of fire and its higher mag capacity, which you cannot really change. Number 3, ammo capacity. Oh my lord. Why do people have such a hard time understanding this? Because everybody in the fucking Entry Point community who dick rides the Raven is fucking freezing temperature IQ. Mind you, this is coming from the guy who had a 4 in English and a 7 in Honors Algebra 2. Man, I suck at school. I really didn't give a straight answer with this video, and I know that, so I'm gonna talk about this here. The stockpile capacity between the two is exactly the same, so that's not necessarily a problem. What is a problem, though, is the fact that you can find ammo for the Desert Eagle a lot less than you can the K45. On Operative and below, SWAT, ETF, and True all have shielded units which wield K45s on loud. And not only that, but a lot of maps that have guards on it have guards that use K45s. Who exactly uses the Raven? You have Ryan Ross on Financer, so that's about like at most 7 round. Oh wait, but on Legend he has a right-hand man who also uses the Raven. So that's 14 rounds. How good is 14 rounds on Legend? Why would you bring a fucking Desert Eagle to Legend Financer? I have no idea. Where else can you find ammo for this gun? Well, you can find an entirely loaded Raven on SCRS in a safe, and the 2 guards who also wield Ravens. What a bunch of fucking idiots, by the way. I actually paid for that stupid DLC. So ammo recovery for the K45 does come out on top versus the Raven. I can already hear you guys in the comments. Why would you use either of these pistols for loud? Simple. You don't. Maybe you don't use either of the pistols for loud, but that doesn't invalidate anything I just said. And also, I thought that you would want to use the Ravens for some higher damage. What happened? I thought that if you want some real damage, you would use... Seriously, I really don't think some of you guys are thinking about this answer. Some of you say that my point isn't valid because you don't bring pistols to stealth. Some of you say that you should just use the Raven because of its higher damage. Alright, let's explain this. Let's just get this right out of the way. I addressed earlier the cost difference, and I'm gonna say it again. Use the K45 in stealth over the fucking Raven. It just makes more sense to use a fucking gun with higher fire rate, higher mag capacity, and pretty decent accuracy over the fucking Raven, which is so direct. The K45 isn't as good in stealth as the UP9, which, by the way, use a UP9 for stealth over either of these guns. And neither of these pistols are really good for loud either, but the K45 comes out on top. This shouldn't be hard to understand. Now, this is actually something I didn't bring up in my video. Statistics aside and all of that other crap, the Raven is completely useless. The Raven has no use in loud, especially considering if you want something that the Raven has, other guns already have it, so there's no point in bringing it to loud. It's the same thing with the K45, but you know why the K45 still comes on top just because of uses? Can the fucking motorcycle outside shut the fuck? But you want to know why the K45 still comes out on top over the Raven? Well, I'll tell you. The K45 chambers in 45 ACP, which guess what? Is ammo for the MM20. The K45 is at least ammo for the MM20. At the very least. The Raven has literally no purpose in loud and can't even at least be an ammo pool for other weapons. Because it chambers in a fucking shit-ass caliber. Number 6, attachments. Oh my fucking god, I'm gonna lose my mind. I really am gonna lose my mind. Somebody did bring up that the K45 has less useful attachments than the Raven, which I will admit is true. So I don't remember what they said specifically, but it was like half of the attachments on the K45 aren't even useful, the only ones being suppressor and laser, whereas the Raven does have multiple different sights compared to the K45. I will admit that's true. But there's only one real problem with that. The UP9 has the exact same attachments. Again, this gun is very replaceable, and I keep bringing this up. There's parts on this gun that are already on different guns, and one of them is literally in its same fucking class. The UP9 not only has more attachments, but better attachments than what the Raven has. Speaking of attachments, look at this gameplay right here. Let's say I have a brand new character, and I want to use the K45 in stealth and the Raven in stealth. Well, guess what? I don't have any concealment perks. What exactly does that mean? Well, I can conceal and carry the K45 with a suppressor in it. Can I conceal and carry the Raven? No. Do you see how this is a bit of a problem? I know that this can be fetched with perks, but Wouldn't you argue that's a little bit inconvenient? Like, seriously, come the fuck on. The thing that also gets me really annoyed about this is that the Raven's a fucking pistol, yet somehow has the same concealment as a shotgun, an entire shotgun with a cut stock. It makes absolutely no sense to me, but I'm not here to argue about this game's logic just yet. I also was bullshitting about skins in this game. The skins in this game fucking suck. And that's more of my opinion over facts and logic. A lot of you guys fucking think that the gold skin is pretty cute, I guess. I don't know, you guys are fucking weird. But there's actually a lot of things I don't like about the Raven's looks. For one, this gun doesn't even look like a fucking Desert Eagle. Look at the Desert Eagle in literally any other game. Look at the Desert Eagle in, I don't know, Payday, Resident Evil, Call of Duty, any fucking Call of Duty for that matter. Oh wait, those aren't Roblox games? Well, how about Phantom Forces? How about Resurrection? How about Notoriety, which is a completely dog shit game. Notoriety made a fucking better Desert Eagle. Notoriety! From the side, the gun looks like a Desert Eagle, but from here, it fucking doesn't. This thing is literally a fucking rectangle. I could have made this shit out of fucking Lego blocks when I was 4 years old and much more mildly autistic than I am now. Might I mention how fucking lazy Shisano was really with the guns look. The chrome split that you have in the Freelancer, I do admit is pretty cool. And I also do like the chrome finish on the gun. But for looks, this is where just completely, it's so bad. Black on a Desert Eagle just looks dumb. Steel on a Desert Eagle just looks retarded. Seriously, why the fuck did they use two colors that were already used on different guns? And gold. Oh my fucking god, did they butcher gold in this game. The fact that the Desert Eagle shell casings are more gold than the gun itself is fucking stupid. And not only is it piss yellow, but when you actually turn up graphics, it's piss puddle yellow. So this gun just looks fucking retarded. And I'm still mad that we got gold split Raven before chrome split Raven as an actual option. Not that I would have used the gun anymore, really. Now those are all the points I made in my video, but we're not done. Let's go to my weapon reviews. Let's talk about the pros and cons of the gun itself. Let's stop comparing for a second, and let's just talk about the pros and cons. I advise that you go watch this video. I already know that this video is going to get more views again, but I need to fucking make this very clear, because the way that I explained it the first time wasn't wrong. So let's just talk about this video too. Can we bring up damage for a second? I don't want to do any more comparisons, but we're going to do more comparisons anyway, because this is a comparison video. So this is the highest damaging pistol for its class, but even Arbxx proved themselves that the fucking damage is so slight between the K45 and Raven. So here's a good idea. Why not just use the K45 if the damage is basically the same? As Arbxx proved in his own motherfucking dick-sucking, dick-throttling fucking video. This point is just completely stupid. Damage doesn't matter in stealth, and it certainly doesn't matter in loud, because if you want something high damage, I've already explained this. Oh boy, here we go indeed. Relies on perks to conceal and suppress. I just talked about this. Quick reaction shots are harder to land. What do I mean by this? Let's say you need to turn around and shoot somebody in stealth because they accidentally saw you. These shots are way harder to land because this gun has very high recoil, very slow fire rate compared to the other guns that I listed, and is also very direct with his shots, which might be a good thing over longer ranges compared to the K45, but in the case of this, kind of not very good. Loud. Ammo recovery is dog shit. I already mentioned this. Mag capacity is low, so frequent reloads. More frequent reloads than the other two, mind you. Worst accuracy. That's actually a complete lie. Highest spread, also a complete lie. That was debunked. Highest recoil, that's still true. Next. General problems, overly expensive. I already brought this up. You buy it with actual money. This gun costs fucking Robux to buy, which you can also get the much better MM20 from this DLC and 8 extra weapon slots, which are only semi-useful. So that's cool. At least you're not spending 100 Robux just on this piece of shit gun. Unfit for stealth and loud. I already said that this gun is outclassed by literally... I've talked about this already. I've talked about a lot of these points already. It's replaceable by 2 other pistols and SMGs for stealth, and literally every gun, even the Thumper, for loud. The Thumper has more use. Are you gonna fucking actually tell me I'm wrong? 4 options for customization. This gun really doesn't have a lot of attachments. this gun isn't really any more versatile than the K45. And the skins, like I said, are very low effort. Like, actually, they fucking suck. You'd think that you put more effort on a more well-known gun, like the Desert Eagle versus the CZ75, which not a lot of people know, because not a lot of people know guns like I do, or anybody else in my Discord server does. You'd think you put more effort into attachments on a gun that's more recognizable. Replaceable. Next. Good on barely any maps. I guess you can use this gun for stealth on some maps, but again, there's so much better. I'm not explaining this. Not a smart choice on Elite. Do I need to explain this one? And last thing I brought up, overrated. I don't like shit that's overrated. It's one thing if a gun's overrated, but it's another thing if a gun's unnecessarily overrated. Like, if the gun was overrated because it's overpowered, that's one thing. It's overrated because it's good. But this gun isn't good. I said this in the first video, people are so blind with the facts. Nobody wants to know the facts, because when I did, well, I mean, you see how that turned out. I'm probably gonna get more dislikes, and I'm probably gonna get more hate on this video versus the rant video, but hopefully not. This is the last time I'm doing a video on this, because this is actually not how I want my channel to grow. I don't want my channel to grow off of controversy and shitting on everybody's favorite gun. I wanted my channel to grow off of me being funny and me being a good content creator. I wanted my channel to grow off of being funny and being something people enjoy, versus this, which not a lot of people are gonna enjoy. And like I said, you want war, you can fucking get war. Alright, I'm gonna stop being professional for a second. If you're mad at me for shitting on your favorite gun, guess what? You can suck my veiny, fat, 2-inch penis. You can shove it right down your motherfucking throat. I don't give a shit what you think. Suck my dick. You fucking suck. You are the fucking worst. You will never convince me that the Raven is better than the Desert Eagle. Get absolutely shit on. I had fucking Taco Bell for breakfast all day just so I could drop a giant, steamy, stinky fucking load all over this fucking gun. Yeah, I hope your gun still feels the same after this, you piece of fuck. Suck a massive fucking dick. Alright, back to being professional. Thank you all for watching. This is the last time I touch on this topic on this channel. At least for a while. And I'll see you guys with the next video. Agent Kenshin, out.